Hello everybody, this is Asma and today I'm going to talk about the best way to study. The best way to study is to sit in a quiet place with least distractions, better lighting, comfortable lighting that is not very harsh on the eyes and is you can read everything clearly and bright and comfortable, and a chair that doesn't make you tired, a chair that is comfortable, makes you sit erect, and where you can write down on a desk. That is the best way to study. I have seen that when my volume of study increased, when I had to do more maths, physics, chemistry, the one way to understand the subject was also writing down. When I wrote down the equations, wrote down the formulas, and I wrote down anything I couldn't understand, I did one reading, so I do one general reading and then pick a paragraph and I write down. And if I don't understand, I write down again. And by the time I've done it third time, it starts making sense and I do start understanding what I'm doing. When I was studying English grammar or maths equations and formulas and math solved examples, I used to just sit and write down just as it says in the worked out examples. And as I did more and more examples in the grammar or English or physics or chemistry, it became clearer and I understood that better. So I continued writing down lecture notes as well. Even when it was a descriptive thing, it was a subject that required lots of pages of writing, I just wrote. Engaging my fingers on the paper was able to connect me to the subject. Somehow the brain was more engaged and I was able to do more in less time. It made it easier for me to reproduce because I think the memory was enabled with my fingers rather than just reading it with my eyes. If I was just reading it with my eyes, I don't think I was focusing enough. But writing it down, writing everything down is a better way to memorize and to understand and reproduce in exams. So for exams, when I had understood the concept, I would make short form. Say, for example, the whole past paper questions I used to write down and make short form, so the whole entire question would be answered on one single sheet of paper. And that was something I would look at in the morning of the exam or the night before, and then I could elaborate on each individual points. So writing it in short enabled me to cover more subject on the last day, and preparing that, spending time preparing that, was more helpful from the exam point of view. I do that even now in the pharmacy when we have medicines and when new things about medicines or over the counter medicines come. I buy little cardboard pieces, a pack of 100 we get for £1 in Poundland, and I just write down the main medicine heading and what are the main things that we need to ask customers about it or to check with customers about it, and just the main points I write down in little cardboard things until I I know what are the right questions to ask and I know what I need to tell the customers about that particular product. So writing down is an efficient way. And the other way to study is with least distractions. Put your phone off, put it in a cookie jar. So like you stop yourself from eating many cookies, you just put a timer and a cookie jar, and you only go to your phone when you've done 1.5 to 2 hours of study. Keep your screen time to the minimum and save your eyes. Because when you are doing one hand study and the screen on the other hand and the phone is ringing, or you want to keep checking your messages, that's not the way to study, and you're wasting more time and you're getting more tired, taking in less. So organize your time. First thing in the morning is the best time to study, when you've had your 8 hours sleep or even 6 or 7 hours sleep, but your brain is fresh. Don't do anything at that time. Just give 1.5 hours of thorough study, focused study. No phone, no messages, no talking to anybody. Just do your 1.5 hours of study, and then go and do your shower and other things. You can just do a basic toilet routine and a cup of tea and on to the study, and then have your big breakfast and get ready and everything. So that is the 1.5 hour that you need to save in the morning, first thing in the morning. Even if your school or college or work is starting early, you wake up 2 hours earlier